Good day to you, everyone. This is your guy one more time coming to you, and I want to talk to you about a subject that's very important. It's all about becoming more resilient, having more resolute mind, being focused and locked in to everything so you can, one, be present in your life, and two, create a presence which leads to a greater purpose. So what is that thing I want to talk to you today about? It's regret. Regret. We look at things in our lives and say, I wish the outcome would have been different. I wish that I would have had a different thing that took place at this point in my life. And you hear people say, I regret this. And I can understand it from a certain standpoint, but most regret, in my opinion, is useless. Regret serves no purpose, and I'll prove my point to you. Take a moment and think about something in your life that you regret. Maybe it was somebody you didn't give the right amount of attention to, or you were focused on the wrong thing and something went the wrong way. Or it was something that you withheld yourself from doing. Whatever the circumstance is surrounding your regret, here's the problem with regret. Regret is based on two things. One is called shame and the other is called guilt. One is based on what people put upon you. They will say, you should have done better. This was an opportunity for you to have a different result. This was an opportunity for you to have a different impact, and it didn't happen. And then the other one is you put on yourself. Why couldn't I have done better? How could I have let this happen? What was I thinking? I feel terrible about this. The thing about shame and guilt is they serve no purpose. The only reason you should feel really bad about something that happened before is if you haven't grown from it, if you haven't learned from it. I'm not saying you shouldn't reflect it on that thing that you regretted. What I'm saying is most people that regret, they avoid stuff. That's why some of you have people in your life that you've disconnected from because you feel like they would be ashamed to talk to you, or you would be ashamed, or you feel funny, or it'd be awkward. So that regret has led to inaction on your part. That regret has led to procrastination on your part. And so now you're thinking about that thing that has you feeling ashamed. And what shame does is it keeps you locked in where you are. And I tell people about this. When you are locked in your head and you continue to reflect and ruminate on something, when you are stuck in your head, you are stuck alone. Let me say that again. When you are stuck in your head dwelling on regret, or allowing someone to put guilt upon you, you are stuck alone. Meaning the thing that you did before, that you said you do better, you don't even know because you've allowed the regret to keep you stuck in that position. So here's how you deal with that. The thing that you regretted doing, you do better moving forward. The thing that you regretted doing, you start to engage in affirmative mindsets and affirmative behaviors. The most important thing is the behavior. If you've disconnected from somebody because something you've done, you need to try to make it right. If you've disconnected from yourself and your passion because it is associated with a negative thought, you need to re-engage that thing. Regret has no purpose. Regret serves no purpose. So forgive yourself. One of the most powerful things in the world in dealing with regret is a 5-letter word, Grace. Give yourself grace, give others grace. And if we start to cultivate an environment where grace is permeating throughout our environment, then we don't have issues with regret because we've all fallen short. But what do you do when you fall short? You get up, you dance, you enjoy life, and when confronted with something that reminds you what you regretted, you've shown your growth by engaging. So let today be the day that you cast off regret and you regenerate those things that you've allowed to atrophy and become weakened. I love you. We don't have time to linger and languish in negative things. It is time for us to enjoy our lives, maximize our lives, and live it to the fullest. Like this, share this, subscribe. There are people who need to hear this message. Do not keep this to yourself. And move out on this starting now. Peace and blessings to you. You're going to think Some of you gonna laugh, some of you gonna cry, but we're gonna get better before this is over. Understand this, there is no such thing as tomorrow. Tomorrow is aspirational, because when tomorrow gets here, it's gonna actually be today. So what are you doing today? What are we doing today as a collective body to make sure that we can make things better? Live your life.
A passionate Anthony Brinkley is a problem solver. He's an author and motivational speaker using his skills after decades in the military to teach people how to be resilient and take action.
The most valuable thing in your life is time. Every day in America, 7,000 people die. So 7,000 people that thought they were gonna wake up today didn't. Anybody besides me never thought they'd be 30 years old? Put your hand up. I would get up and put my mask on. Hey, Brinkley, how you doing? I'm doing great. And that's why I come here to talk to you, to remind you that you're not what you went through.